a single session that we need to watch before starting our Python programming journey. Hi everyone, and welcome to Code with Bitwizards.
In today's session, we are going to discuss in depth how we can structure our Python programming journey simply. Like what should we learn on day 1, day 2, day 3? By the end of this session, we will have complete clarity and full confidence. In fact, we are starting our Python learning journey today.
So let's start the session. We all already know that Python is a very popular language. It is one of the most loved languages. We can do scripting. There are many things that can be done using Python. Whatever our goal, today's session will benefit you. We will divide our Python learning journey into 3 stages. The first stage is about Python fundamentals. Here, we will cover the basics of programming. This means learning how to talk to our system using Python and give it instructions. If someone goes to learn English, they have to learn ABCD before writing essays or stories. So, stage 1 is about the ABCD of Python. Now, before we talk about the exact topics, let me tell you 2 very important things that everyone should know. First, this is a very common mistake. Students waste 2 to 3 months just thinking about whether they should learn Python or not. My humble advice is this. If you have decided to learn Python, you have to start today. You must start right now. Not tomorrow, not the day after tomorrow. You have to start today. If you put it off until tomorrow, it can be delayed for months. In this playlist, all the lectures are covered in a day-wise manner. You can complete your first lecture on day 1 and your second on day 2. Since you are a beginner, it might take you 2 to 3 days to complete one lecture. And that is completely normal.
This will give you an accurate idea of which concepts to cover and in what sequence you should learn them.
We have designed this playlist at Code with Bitwizards from the perspective that whether your goal is data science or artificial intelligence, or even if your goal is web development, we have covered enough Python in this playlist to get you started in your specialization. The link for the playlist is in the description box. For those who prefer a single long tutorial, we've also uploaded a complete one-shot of Python. Another mistake I see is students focusing too much on notes and cheat sheets in the first stage. This is actually not required.
Even though I've provided notes for every single lecture in the Code with Bitwizards playlist, I still say you don't need them in stage 1.
To practice the concepts in this first stage, you need to write a lot of small codes rather than just reading notes. Once again, stage 1 is the ABCD of programming. No good candidate goes back to revise the absolute fundamentals right before an interview. You will write this syntax so many times in projects and practice that it will be imprinted in your mind, just like you remember ABCD today. If you want to write a paragraph in English today, you don't go back and revise the alphabet. Stage 1 basics will eventually be just like that for you. So how do you practice? You can write a program to build a calculator, a program for factorial calculation, or even an LCM and HCF code. In this first stage at Code with Bitwizards, you'll cover variables, data types, how to take input and provide output, and all the various operators.
Next, you will move on to conditional statements like if and else, which are the logic of your code, followed by strings and lists.
To finish stage 1, you'll learn functions and recursion. And finally, how to read and write files using file.io. Now we move to stage 2. This is the stage of mini projects. This is where the real fun of programming begins. In stage 2, you stop just following tutorials and start building. This is where your logic building and problem-solving skills are actually tested. You will take the concepts from stage 1 and apply them to create something tangible, like a simple game or a utility tool. At Code with Bitwizards, we suggest starting with small things, a rock, paper, scissors game, a hangman game, or even a desktop notifier. These mini projects are the foundation of your portfolio. They prove to employers that you can actually use the Python you've learned.
Finally, we reach stage 3, specialization. This is where you decide your path, be it web dev, data science, or AI.
If you choose data science at Code with Bitwizards, your first steps will be learning libraries like NumPy for numerical data and Pandas for data manipulation.
Now, if your passion is building applications, we transition to the web development path using frameworks like Django or Flask. Django is perfect for large, feature-heavy websites, while Flask is a fantastic choice if you want to build something lightweight and fast. You will dive deep into scikit-learn for basic machine learning and eventually move into TensorFlow and PyTorch for advanced deep learning.
But there is something even more exciting. We are living in the age of AI, and tools like ChatGPT can completely change how you learn Python.
Think of ChatGPT as your personal tutor at Code with Bitwizards. If you're stuck on a concept, just ask it to explain it to you in simple terms. If your code isn't running and you can't find the bug, paste it into the AI. It will help you find the error and explain why it happened. But remember, at Code with Bitwizards, we believe you should use AI to understand the logic, not just to copy-paste the answers. Think of GitHub as your digital portfolio. Every project you build at Code with Bitwizards should be uploaded there to show your progress to recruiters. Don't just code in silence. Share what you are learning daily. This is how you build a personal brand while you are still a student. Consistency is the secret sauce. At Code with Bitwizards, we highly recommend the 100 Days of Code Challenge to stay on track.
You will face bugs. You will get stuck. But remember, every error you solve at Code with Bitwizards makes you a better programmer.
Join a community. Find a study buddy or a Discord group. Learning with the Code with Bitwizards community will keep you motivated. To recap the Code with Bitwizards roadmap, master the basics, build mini projects, and then choose your professional specialization. The journey might seem long, but if you start today, you are already ahead of everyone who is still just thinking about it.
That's it for today's session. I'll see you in the first lecture of our Python course. Happy coding with Code with Bitwizards. Now the question everyone asks, how much time will this take? At Code with Bitwizards, we believe a 2 to 3 month timeline is perfect for most students.
You can dedicate 2 to 3 hours every day, you will see massive progress. Consistency is much more important than studying for 10 hours once a week.
Stage 1, our fundamentals phase, should ideally take you about 4 weeks. This gives you enough time to practice every concept at Code with Bitwizards.
Then comes Stage 2, where you spend 2 to 3 weeks building those mini projects we discussed. This is where your logic really starts to sharpen. Now, let's talk about the next big step, building your resume. At Code with Bitwizards, we want to make sure your hard work is visible to recruiters. Your resume shouldn't just list skills. It should showcase the projects you built during Stage 2 and Stage 3. This is what makes you stand out.
A good README file is like the cover of a book. It tells the recruiter what your project is, how it works, and why you built it.
Once you have 3 to 4 solid projects on your GitHub, you are ready to start looking for internships and entry-level roles. Now that you've built your projects at Code with Bitwizards, it's time to face the final challenge, interview preparation. For your technical rounds, you need to practice coding problems on platforms like LeetCode. This is where you prove your Python logic under pressure. In your interviews, recruiters will test your knowledge of data structures and algorithms. At Code with Bitwizards, we suggest spending at least 3 weeks on this. Remember, the language is just a tool. Recruiters are looking at how you think and how you solve problems using the logic we've built. Technical skills are important, but at Code with Bitwizards, we also emphasize your communication. You need to explain your code clearly during the interview.
Optimization of your LinkedIn profile is key. Connect with other developers and share the projects you've been working on at Code with Bitwizards.
You can even use AI for mock interviews. Ask ChatGPT to act as a recruiter and give you feedback on your answers. Don't be afraid to revisit the fundamentals. Often, the toughest interview questions are just tricky versions of the basic concepts we covered first. Stage 3 isn't just about finishing, it's about becoming a professional. This roadmap at Code with Bitwizards is your gateway to the tech industry. Now that you have the complete map, the only thing left to do is take that first step. Are you ready to start your journey today? Let's do a quick final review. At Code with Bitwizards, Stage 1 is your foundation, the absolute ABCD of Python programming. Stage 2 is where you apply that foundation. You build mini projects to sharpen your logic and see your code come to life. Focus on the logic, not just memorizing syntax. Syntax can be searched, but logic building is a skill you develop through practice at Code with Bitwizards. Keep your GitHub green. Even a small commit every day shows recruiters that you are consistent and dedicated to your craft. When you get stuck on a bug, don't give up. Solving that one bug at Code with Bitwizards will teach you more than watching 10 tutorials. Remember, all the notes and practice sets are already available in the Code with Bitwizards description box. Use them to your advantage. The best time to start was yesterday.
The second best time is right now. We are here to support you at Code with Bitwizards. Use AI tools wisely to speed up your learning, but ensure your own brain is doing the heavy lifting at Code with Bitwizards. Follow this roadmap, build your projects, and you'll be well on your way to a successful tech career with Code with Bitwizards.
Believe in yourself. Python is just a language, and you have the potential to master it with the right roadmap at Code with Bitwizards. So, are you ready? I'll see you in Lecture 1 of our Python course right here on Code with Bitwizards. That is all for today's session. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep coding with Code with Bitwizards. Goodbye, everyone.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Code with Bitwizards for more tech roadmaps and tutorials.